Years had passed since Daniel and Mimi had stepped into adulthood. Their lives were full, not without challenges, but rich with purpose. Daniel's small repair business had grown, earning him respect in the neighborhood. Mimi's creative talents had become a source of inspiration for others. She had trained several young girls in sewing and braiding, giving them opportunities she had fought to create for herself. Together, they had built a life that carried the spirit of their mother's sacrifices. One afternoon, as the sun dipped low over the village, a man appeared on the dirt road in front of their home. He was older now, his face lined with time, his clothes worn. It was their father. He had returned after many years, hesitant, unsure of what he would find. Daniel and Mimi were inside when they saw him through the doorway. For a moment, silence fell like a heavy blanket over the compound. Their mother stepped forward first, steady and strong, her eyes calm but unreadable. She did not rush to anger, nor did she falter. She simply observed. I wanted to come back, the man said, his voice quiet, almost trembling. I made mistakes. I know I left, and Daniel stepped forward, standing tall. We are not the same children you left, he said. We survived. We thrived. Not because of you, but because of her. He nodded toward their mother. Mimi stood beside him, her arms crossed, her gaze unwavering. We respect you came back, she said softly. But we are not waiting for someone to fix what was broken. We built our life ourselves. The man looked at Edeora, his eyes filled with a mixture of regret and awe. She said nothing for a long moment. Then, quietly, she spoke. I raised them with love. I raised them with sacrifice. That is the only thing that matters. You left, and we carried on. But now, you may see what we became. For a moment, he simply stared at the family he had abandoned. Then, slowly, he nodded. He said no more. Words could not undo the years, and he knew it. Daniel and Mimi returned inside, and Edeora followed. The three of them sat together in the evening light, the golden glow spilling over their home. The house had endured storms, scarcity, and the absence of a father, but it had grown stronger with each challenge. They laughed quietly, sharing stories of the past and dreams for the future. Daniel spoke of expanding his business and helping young boys in the village learn trades. Mimi spoke of creating her own line of clothes and training even more young girls. Edeora listened, pride shining in her eyes, knowing that the seeds she had planted had flourished beyond imagination. The man who had left was now a witness, not a participant. And that was how it should be. Daniel realized, finally, that family was never about perfection. It was about perseverance, love, and loyalty. Mimi understood that her mother's strength was not just a lesson, it was a foundation on which she would always stand. And Edeora, quiet hero of countless unseen battles, smiled, her heart full, knowing that her children had become all she had hoped for, and more. In the end, the small home with peeling paint and a patched roof was no longer just a house. It was a testament, a monument of love, sacrifice, resilience, and triumph. And as the sun set behind the village, Daniel, Mimi, and Edeora sat together, their hearts unbroken, their spirits unyielding, and their family complete. They had survived what was meant to destroy them. They had thrived because someone had stayed. And in that truth, they found everything.